Mike, are we doing the recording to the YouTube channel?
I'm doing it as we speak.
All right, perfect.
It's been a beautiful couple of days. Hasn't it? The weather has been amazing. Chance, how was it up where you were?
We were at Millerton for 3 days, and just every morning you had that breeze. We had a view of the lake. I don't have a boat or a jet ski yet, but that did really make us want to look into them. But no, we went fishing for a little bit. Yeah, it was really nice. So, just quiet, very quiet, peaceful.
Nice.
Yeah. So 20 minutes away too. That's why I was like, why aren't we doing this more often? So,
You just have a trailer? Is that where you were a camper?
yeah, we were camping. We trailered it out there, but Leslie always says when it's going to be 100 degrees here, it is 100 degrees over there. So she's like, camping is going to be not really that place isn't going to be our go-to when it gets hot. So, but yeah, it's been really nice. I actually fell asleep outside yesterday on our hammock.
Oh, that's
yeah.
perfect.
So it was nice.
I got to plant my garden today. It was so nice.
Yeah, we're working on that, and there's a bunch of stuff going on. I got a wedding this Saturday. It's just there's so many things. It's like, and then all of a sudden coming back, it's crazy. So
Okay. Grossman, how many more people do you think we have coming on? Are you steady?
Let's give it one more minute, and then I can let them in as they come in as well.
Okay, perfect. Never know. It's kind of a hard time doing it right now, but you got to do it, right?
well, if no one signed up to listen, then they'd all be already informed. So obviously someone's needing to know what's up.
There we go. And hopefully my email on Friday was so clear. Oh my God, I worked on that all day long. Mr. Grossman, am I good?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we're recording this. Perfect. Okay, hi, my name is Candace Osborne. I'm your assistant principal at Liberty High School. Mr. Piedro will not be on with us today. He had a family situation that he went and took care of, so he will not be on tonight. But I would like to just go over a couple of things, and then I'll introduce my staff. I don't see Mr. Nolte on here. Would one of you, Chance or Grossman, just text him and just see? I don't know if he has football practice or not, but so anyways, I just kind of want to go over a couple things with you. You all got a letter from me on Friday saying we are going back full time. We're so excited. And I know you have well, you guys do have an idea. It's so exciting. As teachers, we don't get into this business to be by ourselves or to look at a screen. And so we're just pretty excited to have kids on campus. We're excited for our senior class to actually get a senior year, senior 3 months. But we are going to make sure that senior 3 months is full of a lot of just exciting things happening. So I'm just going to go over a couple things, and I'm going to push it off to Mr. Grossman, Dr. Grossman, to go over all the counseling information. I'll get a chance to take over and talk about all of the things going on with activities. If Mr. Nolte comes on, I will talk to he'll go over athletics with you. If not, then I will go over athletics, what I know with you. And then we'll do question and answer at the end. So just a couple things, the schedule. Michael, can you put that schedule up for me? You're the best. So this is the schedule that we are going with. It is a different schedule than we had when we ended at the end of last Friday. So it is a totally different schedule. Let me go over it really quick with you. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the first week back, the kids will go to periods 1, 3, and 5 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we are having a block schedule. On Tuesday, Thursday of the first week, they will go to 2, 4, and 6 with the tutorials also. You see the lunchtime and the tutorials. And then the following week, week B, they will start Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with 2nd, 4th, and 6th period. And then Tuesday, Thursday with 1st, 3rd, and 5th period. So they will see in a 2-week time, they will see every teacher 5 times. So we did it this way for a couple of different reasons. The biggest reason is it lessens any transition time. We have 3 times the kids will move versus 6 times kids will move. And so we just try and keep down contact as much as we can. And so we went to a block schedule. They're in that class for 140 minutes? 90 minutes, I think 90-minute periods with the passing period. So we should have plenty of time in a classroom for the kids to be talking with their friends and getting some work done at the same time. Along with this schedule, we are also hosting a digital. So teachers will still be digital learning, along with teaching in person. It'll be the same class. So there will be a time when the teacher says, okay, class that's on digital, you guys go and work. And they may keep it, the class will be still working in their classroom. So that's the schedule. Thank you, Mr. Grossman. This was put out for you on the letter that I sent out on Friday. It was an attachment. If you don't have it and you would like it, it's on our website, but you're welcome to email me. And Dr. Grossman, can you put my email down there on the bottom for me? And he will do that for you. So if you have any questions, you may contact myself, you may contact Dr. Grossman, you can contact Mr. Pando or Mr. Piedra. So any of us are happy to answer those questions. Thank you. Next thing is food. Always with high school students, we need to focus on some food. We are serving breakfast and we are serving lunch. Those are both free. It's a grab and go. So kids don't have a choice on what they're getting. They're just going to be given a lunch. Okay. We are not going to open it up to the seniors going off campus. We just can't do that right now. We are looking at the possibility of bringing in a food truck for Fridays for our seniors so that they have something just special just for them. It is something we have to get okayed through the district still. They're working on it. We were just, obviously, as you guys know, we're just open to red. So it kind of offers a little bit more leniency and things that we can do. We're so excited about that. But for right now, we are just a closed campus and kids cannot go off campus to get lunch. So they either need to bring their lunch or get served what is available. The next thing is we don't want, please, we do not want pizza delivered to the school. We can't house that. It's too much food. We had cohorts on campus for about 6 weeks, and the amount of food that was delivered to the school was unbelievable. And so bags of food that was Ubered out by 7-Eleven. I mean, a kid bought a bunch of junk food from 7-Eleven and had it Ubered to the school. And so we just can't house that. We're not set up to do that. And if we were, my idea was to put it outside on a table and just leave it outside on a table. Kids come pick it up, their name's on it. But if your kid lost their lunch or somebody else took it, there's really nothing we could do about that. So we're just going to close that off and say no food delivered to school. We're trying to honestly just be the safest we can right now, and the less contacts, the better. Next thing is transportation. Everybody got an email that was sent out by our transportation department in October. If you need bus for your child, we ask that you please contact Sylvia Diaz at the district office. Her contact information was on that parent square if you want to go back to that parent square and look at it. Also, if you want to email me, I am happy to send you that information also if you need to, if I need to do that. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Dr. Grossman. He put everybody's email down there in case you have any concerns or questions, please contact us. Next thing is Parent Square. We need you to download the Parent Square app. It's so much easier on the app than it is on your computer. And so you will get a reminder every single morning, starting with when we first come back to school. Some of you are already getting it for your athletes, but you'll get a reminder every single morning just saying, please fill out the app. If your child comes to the gates will be locked until we're set up in the morning. Once we're set up in the morning, we'll be at all 5 gates around campus. We'll be at the gate between the cafeteria and the cafeteria and the office, the library and the gym, back in the back gate by the football field, that gate, and over by the bus gate. And so the kids on the bus, they'll already be, all their Parent Square stuff will be done before they even get on a bus. So we're just going to welcome those kids in. We are not taking temperatures. So that was okayed by the board. You're doing your temperatures before your child leaves you. And that's what we're going to go with. It just kind of stops movement in through the gates. So we are not doing, we're not doing that. We're not doing temperatures. The back to school survey was sent out to you on Friday. That was another thing that's sent out to you. If you haven't done it, please get that done. We do need to know how many kids we're supposed to be planning for lunches, for a lot of different things for Monday. We do know we have about 20% of our kids are going to stay home, which is fine. If kids need to stay home because of whatever the situation is, they can just get online. So we're kind of good, just going back and forth kids can go back and forth from digital to in-person. So I know that was always a question. They do need to have face coverings on at all times while they're on campus. We are not going to be, I don't want to be the face covering police, and I don't want to have issues with that. And the kids want to come back so badly that I don't think it's going to be an issue. We're not going to do training for them to be able to wear a mask. We're hoping that in the year that they've had to wear a mask, that they can do that. So as far as the information that I have for you, that is our information. My email's there. You're welcome to contact me at any time. And I'm going to pass this off to Dr. Grossman.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Candice. Thank you for joining us during spring break. I know it is vacation, but we're embarking on some exciting times getting the school back opened up. So thank you for that. Also wanted to start by saying thank you to the freshmen who joined us Wednesday. What is today? Thursday? Yesterday on campus. They had an opportunity to just come on the Liberty High School campus and kind of see where their classes were. I know we were passing out some spirit beads, so it was exciting to kind of put some faces to names and communicate with freshmen outside of being on a Zoom meeting. So thank you to everyone who was able to attend there. Update from Mr. Pondo regarding scholarships. Those have been extended to April 5th. So if you are a senior parent and your student is applying for any of the local scholarships that we've been advertising over the last month or two now, Mr. Pondo said you're more than willing to get those dropped off to him in the counseling center or in the main office, and we'll make sure we get those distributed to the different organizations for review. Another very important update, we have extended the progress report to April 16th. I know it's going to be an interesting time getting acclimated to coming back on campus. So we got that approved by the district to push that off a week, hopefully giving the kids some time to kind of get into the swing of things here the first week. So again, progress reports have been pushed back to April 16th. So 2 weeks from now for students to get caught up academically. So we were excited to share with you guys that. One other concern that came up, I had a lot of emails from students regarding what tutorial class they're going to be in. This is fairly new to them for the most part. But we're in the process of updating each student. Their tutorial should appear on their Aries account over the next several days, but it will definitely be done by Monday so your students can reference where they need to go exactly. We're trying our best to put them in the tutorial of a teacher that they have for a course. The numbers don't always line up that way, but we'll be able to, we just want to make sure they have a tutorial to go to make up that work. And then we can ultimately look into changing that if we need to down the road. So that's all the updates I have from the counseling portion of tonight. Chance, do you have any activities updates?
Yeah, hi. My name is Mr. Chance. I'm the activities director. Other than coming back on Monday, we're going to have music. We're going to try to make it as festive as we can, that we, as far as some of the things we can and cannot do. I was looking at some of the chat. We do have masks available in the front office if you want to purchase masks, if you're wanting to be up to par with and hip with the Hawk mask. We do have Grand Night tickets that are being still sold for $169. Grand Night is on May 28th, and prom is still, we're pushing everyone to get in and get your kids prom tickets, which is on May 15th at the Harlem Park West. Yeah. And $60 for single, $110 for a couple, and they will be receiving a 4x6. Each of them will be receiving a 4x6 photo of themselves or the couple at the event itself. So Hawkapalooza events are moving forward, where the kids are excited about putting together a week-long activity of festive things that are on campus, depending on what we can and cannot do outside. But most of the stuff they're wanting to do is outside anyways. A big thing that we're really wanting to do is an outside movie night that the kids are excited about being able to do, whether we do a drive-in movie night type of thing or in the campus as well. And also streaming tomorrow, we'll be having our live football game. So if you want to get on our Liberty Hawk Talk, please subscribe, and we'll try to do as much as we can to get all the games and the events that's going on. And Liberty Hawk Talk is our YouTube channel, and we got permission to be able to stream our live. And last Friday was our first one with no glitches. It was great, and we won. So definitely go back. And I don't know what the number is, but it's over. I think it's up to 500 views already. So people are going back and rewatching it. I had my uncle back east was watching it. He's a football fan. So you could send that link to anybody and they could watch that. So other than that, I'm just so excited. I think online teaching in class at the same time as having our kids in class is going to be challenging, but please make sure you let your kids know this. As a teacher, I've told my kids that are coming back, if your student or your kid has a question for us teachers, they honestly have to turn their cameras on and wave us down, because we're going to be focused on the kids that are in class compared to a SpongeBob icon that I've seen for now 8 months or 6 months and whatever, that I need them to actually raise their hand and let us know that they have a question, because it's going to be really challenging for us as teachers to be able to focus on the kids that are in class compared to the ones that are on a screen, who I still don't know what half my class looks like in person. So that's all I request on your end, is to remind them, hey, if you have a question with your teacher, make sure that you get their attention online. So, and also I'd say, in what we learned the other day with seniors, please make sure your students are screened, that they got that information on there, because if we're all coming back, we don't really want to have a line full of kids saying, Mom, you didn't do it. Dad, you didn't do it. And then we're trying to backlog and trying to get the kids inside, because there's a lot of protocols that we have to go through to get them inside. And it, first off, is what happens at your home. So, but other than that, I'm good.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So just back to the parent square real quick. If we do, like when we see your children come up, if we know who they are, we're already crossing them off saying, go on in, go on in, go on in. So there's no stoppage. So it's when we have to say, wait a minute, you're not on here, that we have to stop them. So we're gonna try and get them in as soon as possible. So help us out with that. Football, Mr. Nolte is not on here. He must be having practice right now. Our sports are insane right now. I think this week I've probably gone to 20 events just this week. It's been unbelievable. Baseball, we just are in the middle of the Easter Classic, and we almost And I'll say this with a caveat that their number one pitcher wasn't in, but we almost beat Clovis High. And it was a pretty exciting game for us. But their number one pitcher, when he came in, he pretty much finished the game and we lost 9-7. But it was pretty exciting while they had their other pitchers in there. So we've been baseball's for boys, softball's doing fabulous. Soccer, girls soccer is up and running. Boys soccer, I haven't gone to a game yet, hopefully soon. Basketball, I know, is practicing. Girls tennis is out there practicing. We had one of our own, Tony Hernandez, he is our lead custodian. He made a tennis backboard for us. It's pretty incredible. If you guys see Tony anywhere, thank him. He made this huge tennis backboard for us. We looked it up on YouTube, how to do it. And our coach wanted one and it was so expensive to purchase. And so we bought the material and Tony made it for us. So it's pretty impressive. I was the first one to throw the ball at it and make sure it came back to me. So it was pretty good. Anyways, from there, what other sports do we have going on, Grossman? We have, football, obviously. We have our second game this week, again, our third game, second home game going this week. It's JV is against Carruthers. And then we are going to have the Carruthers parents leave. We're going to wipe down the stadium, that side of the stadium, and then we're going to bring in the Washington Union parents. So there's going to be a little bit of a lag time. We do have full maintenance on campus to help do that, but we do have to wipe down the bleachers between those two teams because they're not the same school. But not a lot of people are housing a JV team right now, and we want our boys to have as many games as they can possibly get. Cross country just finished and we got second. That was very exciting. We had some very exciting races. Ryan Avila was our number one racer. And is that a word, racer? Is that what I should be saying, Carrie? Runner. So anyways, it was pretty great. And he got one of his best times, right? One of his best times. So anyways, we got second in the NSL. So that was really exciting. So Dr. Grossman, am I missing anything else? No? Okay, do we have any questions? I will open it up for any questions. No questions?
I have a few.
Sure.
Okay, one is, are the students going to be notified ahead of time, like what's available for lunch so they know whether they're going to be, the grab and go is what they want or if they're going to bring something from home?
So yes, he is, we're going to get in and the first couple of days because they don't know how many kids are going to be coming back. And honestly, right now, I only have 140 people who have answered the survey. And so it doesn't tell me enough people for food. So he's just going to be doing something easy. And he says something that everybody will like. It's a kid food, which I would love to tell you what that would be, but I really have no idea. But his food's really good, so we eat it. So then the first day or two, it's going to be that. And then he will have a calendar out. Hopefully by then we'll have a better idea of how many people we're expecting for lunch. So I would say if you don't want to take a chance to bring your own for the first couple of days, and then I can get you a calendar and that'll be put out on Parent Square.
The other question I have is for PE powerlifting, do we need to make any arrangements for that? Are they going to be active in that, or is there going to be some different mode
For powerlifting?
for my student? It's powerlifting for PE.
Powerlifting. So right now, the powerlifting class, Mr. Nolte is going to be taking them outside.
Okay.
And there's a circuit that's around the campus that he's going to be doing with them. Well, he may not be doing it, but the kids will be doing it and he'll be watching them. And then he was going to try and see if he could get some kids to circuit in through the weight room. It's just a smaller classroom, so it won't house as many kids as he has. So he will be doing things outside.
So at what point do we send them with PE clothes, or do we have them just wear clothes that would be appropriate to work out in?
I would say wear clothes appropriate to work out in.
Okay.
We're not opening the locker rooms right now, so we're not having kids change. And because they're also virtual, so it's hard to have a computer outside to show what's going on. So they're just going to be kind of outside Some may be in the gym, one teacher may be in the gym for a bit and the other teacher outside, but yeah, they can just wear clothes that are comfortable.
And then my last question is, it's kind of a two-parter, because I've got one going back and one staying home. So we're splitting it. But it's about the tutorial section. So on the tutorial, when they're at school, they'll just be assigned a classroom. They're not picking like traditionally they would go to the class if they needed help. They'll just be assigned to a classroom, correct?
Right.
And then if they're at home for that tutorial section, they still have the option to go to a class if they need assistance with. Is that still available, or how is that going to work for the at-home students, the distance learning?
I think they're going to be required to go to the tutorial that they're assigned. Correct me if I'm wrong, Candace, will we be taking attendance during that tutorial now that it's a period? So they'll most likely need to go to that one that's assigned to them. And maybe they can communicate with the teacher beforehand to determine, if they can pop in another class or not, but they'll definitely need to be there for attendance.
And Barbara, that's mostly because our teachers need to eat lunch. And right now with this schedule, we have half our teachers out at a certain time and then half our teachers in tutorial, and then they switch. So I don't know, like, your teachers, your students' teachers may have that he wants to see maybe on lunch during his tutorial.
Okay. That makes
So yeah, we're just going to, we're going to try it out and see if it works, and hopefully we can get through the year on this. But if you have any questions or concerns, or it's not working out for us, just let me know.
I will.
Or
Thank you.
let Dr. Grossman know. You're welcome. Any other
Yeah, but-
questions?
Two questions in the chat. Jamie asked if we put our child in distance learning initially, are we able to put them for in-person learning later?
Absolutely. For the rest of this year, I can't promise what next year will look like. But for the rest of this year, we know that we're going to have students coming in and out of distance learning and in-person learning. For us, it works for either way for the teachers. But it will come into a problem when a teacher decides to have a group project and they have to have somebody online, and it's just they're gonna have to be creative with it. And our teachers are pretty darn creative, so they'll figure this out. So the only thing right now for distance learning is kids at Freedom cannot come back to Liberty until August. That has been a question. It continues to be a question. We can't, they hired teachers to teach Freedom because so many kids moved there. And if the kids moved back, then they'd have teachers without children. And so we're going to leave the kids who are at Freedom for the remainder of this school year. And kids who want to come back are welcome to come back in August. But other than that, anybody can be at Liberty High School distance learning or in-person learning, up to their choice. And on the survey, or send me an email saying you're going to start out distance learning, but you want to come back. And it's just so that we are kind of just keeping track. But right now, all the classes are set up for 3 feet distance, and they can house 32 kids. So we should be good. Any other
Tanya
questions?
had a similar question. Does that make sense, Tanya?
Yeah, if you want to go, you can go be both online and in person anytime. If you decide on Tuesday that you want to do online instead of going to school, then just turn on your computer and be online. The teachers are going to ask that the students show their faces from this point forward, because we are in person. The district has said that we can say now we're in person. Every kid needs to show their face. So I had a lot of them, talking to kids and just hearing from teachers what's going on. Kids are like, I don't want to get up and I don't want to take a shower, and we're saying, get up, take a shower, be ready for school, because we're in. So anybody else have any other questions? Tan, did you have a question, or was that your question?
I just had a question.
Sure.
Okay, that was my question, but it's just because my other daughter's going to be in person and she's only 2.5 hours. So I needed my daughter to be here when she gets home.
Sure.
So that was my concern, is her she wants to go back in person, but if she could be home on those days that I'm working.
Sure. And if you want to send a note with your daughter, or you want to send me an email saying that, you only wanted to go to school those 2 days a week, or you only wanted to go till 10 o'clock in person, whatever that works for you. as long as we have a checkout policy with, with you and your daughter, so we know where she is, then just absolutely just email me and we can work it out.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Jennifer, we do not have actually, we do have a schedule on even and odd. It's going to be on our website. And so, just the first, it's the first week on we're even, or we're odd, and then we're even and odd and even. It will be on our website. So if they're questioning what period they go to, they can look on our website and see that. What about doctor's appointments? Can they just sign into class? Yes, absolutely, Monica. If they have a doctor's appointment, they need to, if they need to stay home for that because of timing or whatever, just sign into the classes. They will be marked absent if they do not sign in. So it's kind of gone are the days where they just fill out the question. We're still going to have them fill out that question, but they need to be present in class since we are going back. So it's kind of a more, more strict in the attendance policies that we're having to follow. So if they are going to be missing a class, just call Mercedes in the office, Miss Brower, and just let her know, or send an email or leave a message. And she can, Mr. Grossman, if you can put her email in there too for me. And then she can make that accommodation for you. Let's see it. Oh, Jennifer, I will make sure I will get that to you. I'll make sure that it's up there. Okay. We talked to the librarian, Mrs. Blanco, and she was going to put it up there. So I did not check, my apologies, but I will check and make sure it's on there. How do we know what groups our kids are supposed to be in? Jamie, as far as tutorial, I think that's probably your question, because the classes are the same that they've always had. Tutorial, those will be on their Aries. And maybe Michael, if you want to talk to that real quick.
Sure. If you could clarify, Jamie, I think before some people got confused with seniors coming on campus, A through L. Sorry. But all kids are back. There isn't a designated group for anyone. On Mondays, your student will go to their odd classes and then follow suit going to their even classes. So they'll be going every day, essentially.
So like I said in the very beginning of this, just to go over the schedule again, Michael, can you probably put that up for me? And we're happy to send this out. I think, did you put it in the chat already? The connection or the reopening plan. So here's our plan. So on Monday, when we come back, it's an odd day. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the first week is an odd. It's an A week. So an A schedule is Monday is 1, 3, and 5. And so those are the only classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday they will attend. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, they will attend periods 2, 4, and 6. And that's for the first week. So the first week, they'll go to 1, 3, and 5 3 times. They'll go to 2, 4, and 6 2 times. And then the second week will be a B week. And they will go to 2, 4, and 6 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and 1, 3, and 5 on Tuesday, Thursday. And then we go back to another A week. So it just goes A week, then B week, then A week, then B week. So you have an even week and an odd week. So that's kind of that's our plan. They will see every teacher 5 times in 2 weeks. So it kind of cuts it down in half. Normally they would see every teacher a lot more than that. But right now we're just trying to cut out the passing. So right now with a block schedule, they only have passing periods 3 times versus passing periods 6 times. So that was our thought on that. So we're happy to email this schedule out if you don't have it. It was in the Friday's letter that went out on Parent Square, if you want to get that and print it off. And honestly, it's just better if your child puts in their little calendar. I know every teacher is making calendars for kids that say odd week and even week. So they're doing that too. So, and if your child puts in, odd week, so they remember into their calendar, it'll send them a reminder on Monday morning. So any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Grossman. Any other questions? Okay. So seeing no other questions, you have our emails on there. If you, I'm happy to put my cell phone number on there also if you want that. If you want to call me, you are welcome to. Let's see, why does it say the AB alternate every day if it's based off an entire week? Good question, Ryan. I'm not really sure. But it is a 1-3-5, 3 days a week on A week, and then 2-4-6 on B weeks. So you're welcome. Any other questions? Hey, guys. That's funny. Any other questions? Okay, seeing no questions, we thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, if you have any questions, please email us. We know this is a different kind of situation. We look forward to getting back to normal and whatever normal looks like anymore. But we are looking forward to getting back to normal and seeing your students on campus starting Monday. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Happy Easter.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
Hey, Miss Osborne, quick question. So if there's anyone contaminated or contagious, that sounded bad, I'm sorry. If there's someone contagious, are they gonna shut the whole school down or?
No, the new guidelines by CDPH tell us that they go to a wellness room and every teacher has to turn in a seating chart for their classroom, and that's shared with Karen, our district nurse. And so if someone does contract COVID, then the classrooms that child is in, the kids who are within 3 feet of that person will be sent home. But everybody else will be fine, because right now they're telling us it's 3 feet. So
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys. Bye, Jennifer. See you on Friday.
Thank you. Have a good break.
Thank you, Jamie. You too.
All righty. I will